World War I morphed into civil war. The newborn communist state had to defeat its enemies or die. The communists survived this deadly struggle, and the Soviet Union was able to raise its head among the nations. But that was far from the end of communist struggle. Repeated attempts were made to strangle the young country, many instigated or outright supported by the capitalist powers. In those years, the growth and modernization of the Red Army was the lifeblood of the Soviet Union's very survival. By the late 1930s, the Red Army had massively increased its theoretical combat power. But in reality, starting in 1937, communist purges turned against the Soviet military, and tens of thousands of leading officers were arrested and accused of disloyalty to the Soviet state, conspiracy, and even attempted coup. Despite flimsy or sometimes absolutely lacking evidence, thousands were executed. You take the role of Georgy Zhukov, a talented Russian officer who made it through the purges alive, but who now faces a future of unprecedented danger and difficulty. You must strike a precarious balance between Stalin's will and Soviet soldiers' lives. Above all else, you must ensure motherland's survival against all enemies. It is your duty to ensure that the Soviet people live to see another day. Good luck, comrade.
Comrade Rokossovsky, I have always considered you a very talented officer.
Thank you for your trust, Comrade Voroshilov.
Until recently, I was planning to promote you to ComCorps rank.
Why did you change your mind, Comrade Voroshilov?
Our ever-vigilant state security has uncovered some horrific facts about you, comrade.
You have been spying for both Japan and Poland. I have signed confessions from traitors to the state that prove it. Confess your crimes.
What is this nonsense? I served the Soviet Union faithfully and honorably.
You can lie to your cellmates, Rokossovsky. You are under arrest. The punishment for high treason is death. Rokossovsky, this is your last chance. Tell us who else was in on this conspiracy of yours.
I am innocent. I am not going to falsely accuse my comrades.
You have only to sign this confession to avoid the worst consequences. Well, if you are not with us, then you are against us. Let it be on your head. Ready? Aim! Fire!
Comrade Zhukov, I have always considered you a very talented officer.
Thank you, Comrade Voroshilov.
These are troublesome times. The motherland needs more such exemplary officers.
Unfortunately, Comrade Voroshilov, as we have seen, not all exemplary officers are truly loyal to the motherland.
Comrade Zhukov, the Japanese Imperial Army has suddenly invaded our ally, the Mongolian People's Republic. They started out with some border clashes, but now they are trying to grab territory.
It is our sacred duty to protect our socialist Mongol brothers. We must teach these Japanese militarists a harsh lesson.
Comrade Zhukov, I order you to travel to Mongolia at once. Inspect our troops there. Take over operational command if necessary.
It is an honor, Comrade Voroshilov.
Good luck, comrade. I will be waiting for some good news for a change.
I also will be waiting for reports of your diligent and loyal service to the motherland, Comrade Zhukov. Ready? Aim! Fire! You will sign the confession, Rakosowski. Or next time, we shoot you for real.
Save your breath, comrade. I won't betray my fellow officers.
We shall see, comrade. Take him back to his cell.
Comrade Zhukov, several days ago the Japanese have invaded the Mongolian People's Republic. The Soviet Union has promised to defend her from any foreign aggression. Now the Red Army has been ordered to repel that treacherous attack. With a special order, Comrade Stalin has appointed you the commander of the 57th Special Rifle Corps. Your men are deployed in Mongolia.
Comrade People's Commissar for Defense, please brief me on the operational situation.
The Japanese are attacking from the puppet state Manchukuo. They have violated the Mongolian border and occupy the eastern bank of the Hulkin-Gol River, with the exception of a single bridgehead we have on the eastern riverbank. Fighting is severe, but our boys are holding. Thanks to that, we have a chance to organize a counteroffensive and throw the samurai out of Mongolia.
Do not forget, our bridgehead is under very serious pressure. Intelligence collected by my agents indicates that the Japanese have concentrated significant forces close to the supply depot of the 23rd Division. It looks like the Japanese are preparing for a decisive assault on our positions.
Thank you for the information, Comrade People's Commissar of State Security. In this case, I must call for reinforcements. At this moment, I am in desperate need of tank units.
The first reinforcements will arrive tomorrow. But for now, you will have to kill the enemy with the forces you have. Our bridgehead must remain in our hands at all costs. Remember, the best defense is a good offense. As soon as the opportunity arises, counterattack and eliminate the samurai threatening our bridgehead. Fight bravely and skillfully. Remember, you are fighting for our Soviet workers and for our great leader, Comrade Stalin.
Tank reporting for duty.
Your forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core units' strength indicator is green and round-shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon-shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You will be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
Anti-tank gun, ready for duty.
What's your command?
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit is attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
Tanks ain't afraid of no dirt.
Tanker ID damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are two types of damage, lethal and non-lethal. Both lethal and non-lethal damage decrease the unit's strength. However, non-lethal damage at the same time increases the number of units damaged, which can later be restored. Naval units always receive only lethal damage, however they have multiple ship parts with their corresponding HP, thus damage against them is split. Ship parts except the hull are repaired over time by ship maintenance. Hull HP cannot be restored in any way during the operation.
Give them hell, comrades!
Infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well
Your reinforcements, Comrade Zhukov, as requested. I kept my word. Now it's up to you to see this operation through.
Thank you, Comrade People's Commissar for Defense. This gives me enough to kick those samurai in the teeth like they deserve. Their units probably haven't had time to dig in. On these open plains, our tanks will make short work of them.
Tank crew awaiting orders. Is that where the fighting is? For the motherland! Load up! I'm getting cooked inside this thing. We don't need roads. We're in a tank. We fight together, we die together. Be there in a minute, Comrade Commander. Adjusting sights!
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive, since it provides you with full intelligence information regarding the presence of enemy forces, thus making your attack more effective. A reconnaissance unit can move several times per turn, as long as it has move points left. Once the reconnaissance unit notices the enemy, it automatically stops and they can move again. If an enemy surrenders to your reconnaissance unit, it gains full information about all the enemy units nearby. Anti-tank artillery is effective against tanks and other hard targets. Your best tactic when using anti-tank artillery is to position it next to your other forces to provide them with fire support versus attacks from enemy tanks. Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and in close combat, so it needs to be protected.
Motherland's armor! Ready the high explosives! Kill confirmed! Reloading!
Your unit has just triggered an overrun skill. Every time a unit with an overrun skill defeats an enemy unit, it gains the ability to move and attack again.
Burning diesel!
Beware the fire support of the enemy artillery if you attack enemy troops with an artillery unit nearby.
We fight together, we die together.
They won't hear it coming.
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment. The unit can have up to 6 levels of entrenchment. Each level of entrenchment increases all defenses by 1. The unit loses all levels of entrenchment when it moves. Naval and aircraft units cannot gain entrenchment. Each attack against an entrenched unit reduces the entrenchment level by 1.
Infantry, form up. You'll rest when you're dead. Shoot them dead.
The village of Jinjin Sume lies at the intersection of several strategic routes. It is a point that the Japanese could use as a springboard for attack. It must be cleared of enemy units.
This unit has heavy equipment. Units with heavy equipment cannot move if they do not have ground transport. Additionally, they cannot board air transport and can only disembark from naval transport at a seaport.
Firing the heavy caliber! Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing. Firing the heavy caliber! Kill confirmed! Reloading! Opening fire! They'll regret coming to our land.
Your orders? They won't escape.
Guns cleaned and ready. For the motherland, fire!
Front of Iki, awaiting orders. Shoot them dead.
This unit is on the verge of defeat. Send the unit to the service zone where it can be reinforced. The service zone is a 1 hex range around an infrastructure.
What is your command? Opening fire! I see them! Yep, I see them scattering! Firing the heavy caliber!
We've repelled the Japanese attack on our bridgehead. We hammered those capitalist samurai.
Comrades, now is not the time to celebrate. My agents say the Japanese have now crossed the Halkan Goal near the Bain-Saigon mountain. They are digging in there. The samurai can strike at your rear at any moment.
Zhukov, just crush them with our mighty tanks and be done with it.
We can't just throw our tanks at the Japs. The samurai will burn them. First, we need to soften up their infantry with attacks from the air. Then we should send in the tanks, but only with the support of our own infantry.
You are far too timid for a cavalry commander. You underestimate the bravery of the workers' and peasants' Red Army. Have you forgotten how we smashed the White Guards in the Civil War with nothing but cold steel and rifles? But do as you wish. I hope the units you have will be enough to storm Bain-Saigon.
Tank crew on standby. For the motherland! Load up! Ready to roll all over them! Blast them!
Quiet as a stalking cat. Down you go. Area secured.
You have captured an enemy supply point intact. It can now be used to supply your troops.
Recon team standing by.
Where to now, Comrade Commander?
Your orders? Spotted the enemy. Should we engage? They won't escape. Getting there.
They'll learn to fear us. Crew, our comrades need us elsewhere.
Hope we have enough ammo.
Fighter planes are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
Angle of approach corrected.
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops, although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units Overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
Can you hear the thunder? Move into a new quadrant.
Tank crew on standby. 2, 3, fire!
Ready to kill some Imperialists. Comrades, attack!
The sky is ours.
What is your command? Tank reporting for duty. They'll regret coming to our land. This is ours now. No backsies. The Japanese are getting reinforcements on the Mongolian border. Prepare for the enemy counterattack.
We beat them before. This time will be no different.
Blast them! Motherland's armor! Tank reporting for duty.
Recon team standing by. I see movement. Moving out. Your orders? They won't escape.
You can hide, but you can't run from a shell. Orders received.
Ready to kill some Imperialists. Moving to position.
Stalin's Falcons. Say your prayers.
This target has the fire support of enemy fighter planes. It is confident to attack any enemy plane next to an enemy fighter.
It seems like the Japanese fighter pilots are getting an upper hand against our aircraft. How did they learn to fly like that?
That won't last. We won't let samurai fly circles around Soviet pilots. I am sending you a squadron of our finest aces and also a crack unit of anti-aircraft artillery. That's all you should need to get air superiority. Stalin's Falcons will teach the Japanese a lesson in aerobatics.
It's a tough job, but the view is 1,000,000 rubles.
This is a long-range bomber. It has higher fuel capacity and more defense, but lower attack parameters due to the higher altitude of bombing runs. Such bombers are better escorted with long-range fighters, or fighters fitted with extra fuel tanks during their long-range mission.
No keeping us on the home front. En route. Bomb chute loaded to the brim. Pay attention, this isn't flight school anymore.
Comrades, my agents report a plane carrying a Japanese high-ranking officer crashed near the Hulatulainobo mountain. Secure the wreck site. Search the area. You might find something interesting.
Workers of the world, armed and ready. Move out!
They'll regret coming to our land. Blast them! Standing by for orders. Firing the heavy caliber! Key point captured.
Be careful.
The Japanese that grabbed Bain Sagan are completely destroyed. Those samurai will remember this lesson for a long time.
Congratulations! Now we have to push the Japanese invaders out of Mongolia. You must advance to the northeast and capture the 23rd Infantry Division supply depot and the Nomanan Board Obo stone cairn that marks the Manchukuo-Mongolian border.
My reports indicate fresh Japanese troops are preparing to cross the Hulkin Gol north of the Bain Saigon. If you don't stop them, this war is lost!
Thank you for the warning, Comrade Beria. We'll welcome the samurai in proper Red Army style. Let them try to cross the Hulkin Gol. They will drown there.
Tank reporting for duty. Firing the heavy caliber.
The ground will shake. Tank crew on standby. Blast them!
Here to hunt some tough brass. They won't escape.
Your unit has been withdrawn from a supply zone. The delivery of supplies to the unit has been stopped. The supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
Team, let's show some professionalism. We'll get there quietly. Swift and deadly. Drop them! Oh, that one got messy. Yes, Comrade Commander.
An anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
We'll blast them to pieces. Geez, I hope there are no hills in the way.
It's a tough job, but the view is 1,000,000 rubles. They are fleeing! What's the weather forecast? Bird of Steel going in for the kill. Now putting that one back together. Fighter Squadron reporting in. Look at that, an ace in the making.
Bomber Squadron awaiting orders. Unload the bombs! At once. Bomber Squadron at your command. Nobody expects a Soviet bombing raid. Target confirmed. Hit them!
Just point the gun towards the enemy. Tank crew awaiting orders. Blasted to pieces! Where to now, Comrade Commander? Adjusting sights! Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing. Opening fire! They'll regret coming to our land. Don't let me down now, Tin Can! Ugh, I'm getting cooked inside this thing. For the motherland! Load up!
They won't hear it coming. Taking aim. Recon team awaiting orders.
Let's find some enemy planes to shoot. They'll learn to fear us. Fire from the sky!
Stalin's Falcons. Strafing them. Flying like a bird. Wish ma and pa could see this. Fuel tank is almost empty. Angle of approach corrected.
Your aircraft is running out of fuel. In order to refuel, the aircraft has to land in an airfield within a supply zone. Carrier-based aviation can use carriers as an airfield.
Just keep enemy fighters off us. Target confirmed. Hit them! Understood. Flying there now. Fear the Soviet Air Force. Death from above. Aerial bombs are girls' best friends. Target confirmed. Hit them.